Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to teach you about how to make an accessory for your dreadlocks. It's going to be beaded and it will have the Kenyan theme. Welcome. So the things that you'll need are a fishing line, which is 0.3 millimeters. Next you'll need beads, and since it's the Kenyan colors, you will start with black, white, red, and lastly you'll need green. Okay, when you're all set, you'll also need nail cutter. You'll need you will need something to measure the fishing line with, which is for us we'll use the tape measure. So because this is a small piece, we'll use about 5 inches of fishing line. It's not a must for you to use the instrument or to use the tape measure. You can just approximate it. So once you cut your fishing line, you can now pour your beads into the bowl. So you put your color black beads, you pour them. You don't have to put all of them, you can just put a small quantity. Then you go to the next color, which is white. You open up. If you've noticed, these beads are packed in strings. They are sorted beads. They are a bit perfect. Most of them are neat and regular sized. So these ones are the ones that we prefer because they give a quite good outcome. The work that you'll do is going to be very neat compared to the ones that are usually packed in bags. So now onto your red colors. This red color is called bright red, and then there's glass red. Those are the colors that we prefer to use when we are making the beautiful Kenyan flag. Now we're putting the green. Okay, let's begin. So now you hold the fishing line on both ends. Then you pick, you can begin with black. You put one black bead on one end, you let it through. Then you pick white on the right using the left hand, and one white bead using the right hand. Then the next color will be red. You pick one red. That makes it a total of 4 colors or 4 beads on the string. Then you use the red, the bead that you picked last, you crisscross with the other end of the fishing line like that, and then you pull both ends and you pull the red bead down. So that's how it's supposed to look like. I hope you can see that. Okay, then you continue. You put one red on the other using the right hand, one bead, then one bead on the left hand, and then you add another red bead, and then you crisscross. By crisscrossing I mean you let you put the fishing line through the hole of the bead so that they are intercrossed, and then you pull it down like that. Yeah, so that's how it's supposed to look like. That's good. So now you go to the next color, which is going to be white. You put white on one side and white on the other hand, and then you repeat the same process, which is going to be green now. But now, instead of crisscrossing using green, because we want to make a slight turn, a turn, so you're going to crisscross on the white bead on either side. So for us, we're going to use the left hand. So the white on the left hand is the one that you're going to crisscross on, like that, and then you will pull the fishing line, and then now you see it's already started making. Our product is already coming through. You can now see how it looks like. So we continue. You pick one on the right hand, you pick one green bead, and then on the same hand you pick a white bead, and on the same hand you pick a red bead. So then you crisscross using the red bead, and then you pull your strings, and then you pull it down to make something like that. Yeah, then you make sure you pass, you see the red bead there, yeah, there. So using your left hand, you're going to, your left side, you're going to pass that fishing line through the red bead like that and pull it through. I hope you can see that. Then you pick one red bead from the right hand, and then another red bead from the same hand, and then you crisscross on the last red bead like that. By doing this, you're gaining some flesh, you're gaining some distance, so your artwork is becoming thicker or longer by the time. It's quite a slow process, but with time you can catch up and become faster, but one step at a time. So now we are at the other end, where you're going to put a black bead on the left hand and then a white bead on the right hand, and then you crisscross using the white bead. This width is going to be of about 4 heads. No, these are 3 heads. How we count the heads is the white, the red, and the other white. So those, we count them as 3 heads. That's just our way of knowing how thick or wide the bracelet is. So you continue, you repeat the same process. You put a black on the left hand. Using your left hand, you put a black bead, you put a white bead on the same hand, and then you can also use the same hand to put red, and then because red is the final bead, you can crisscross using from the right hand. Now you crisscross and then you pull from both ends, and yeah, as you can see, it's becoming longer. Okay, now then you use your right hand, you pass through the red bead that was already there. By doing that, you're anchoring it into the other one, and then you take 2 beads from either both hands, red on the left hand, red on the right hand, and then you crisscross, then you pull it down. You make sure it's firm and straight. As you can see, our work is coming out neatly because the beads we are using are perfect beads. So we decided also to do this so that people can see the behind the scenes on how these bracelets or beaded artifacts are made. It's quite let's say a tedious process, but if you love this work, you're going to enjoy it. But As you can see, you put one bead at a time, so it's not a very easy process. And if you are of the faint heart, you're going to find this to be tiring. But if you love this as we do, it's as easy as ABC. As you can see, you continue, you put the white through the white, you pick a black bead and then a white bead now, and then you crisscross and then you pull it. As you can see, we're gaining some, it's becoming longer, as you can see. Okay, we continue. For this project, we are going to make it's going to be of around 1.5 inches, and then we're going to close it so that it's going to be the size of maybe a small dreadlock, the diameter. Meanwhile, you can check us out on our Instagram page to see more of our works at Stike_art. As you can see down there, it's written there, STIKE_arts. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you. So we are continuing. As time goes by, you can continue gaining your momentum. It can become faster. So for this one, we're going to make it to have 7 heads. That's on the length. Okay, the 8th one will be the final one. So let me show you how we count the heads. We can use the black side. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this, we are on the final lap, and then I show you how we close it. So now we are approaching the end. Now we want to seal it up and make it into a cylinder sort of shape. Now you take your end, you take a green bead on the right, and then you pass that through the white bead from the bottom, like that. Hope you can see that. Then you pull it up, then you take a red bead from either sides, just one, then you crisscross. Now we are only, not that we are only using one bead at this point to seal it up. Then you pass the right side of the fishing line through the red bead, only one bead. Then you pass the left side of the fishing line through the other side of the other red bead. Then you add one red bead, and then you crisscross. Brilliant. And then you repeat the same process. You pass the fishing line through the white bead. You pass the fishing line through the other side of the white bead, both the right and the left, one, and then you add a black bead and then you crisscross. So now this is how we seal it. As you can see, our product is complete and ready, but now we are sealing it. Now by sealing it, I mean, like, we don't want this to be loose. We don't want it when someone wears it to come out. So you go back the fishing line through the white bead, and then you pull it back. On the other end, you do the same. You pull it back through the white bead, and then you can repeat the same process, maybe through the red bead. There is no formula for this, but you just make sure that your fishing line goes for some distance through the already made product for some several turns, so that you can make it more firm. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. You can also share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, because we're going to be posting more on how to make beaded products. Okay, we're about to finish this. So as you can see, it's already winded. Now you can cut your fishing line. Make sure you've cut it at the very edge, so that it's not someone cannot see it and it does not show. So you cut the other end like that. We prefer using a nail cutter because it's more precise, and that's how it looks like when it's done. Thank you. So that's our final product, and you can use it on your bead, on your hair, on your locks, on your braids. Yeah, thank you.